coverage of 285%. Our VRA requirement is a minimum of 115%, so it satisfies that. It also satisfies the statutory requirements of the Virginia Water and Waste Authorities Act. So we would like to convey to the board that management will continue to take a very prudent approach in monitoring the budget throughout the year. And as we've said before, also for several years now, we have strived to generate operating income sufficient to cover operating expenses and existing debt service. This will allow non-operating income to build up reserves. The proposed 20 to 25 budget does accomplish that goal. This budget does not include using any of the non-operating income to cover operating expenses or debt service. All non-operating income generated in fiscal year 2025 will be used to build reserves for future capital. The budget does include the proposed rate increases as shown in UGEN's recent rate study for approximately 11 months in 2025. It also includes the addition of 4 new staff positions. Given the recent odor-related incident with our wilderness water system, 3 of the proposed new positions are for water plant operators at that plant. The 4th is an engineering technician position to assist initially in GIS coordination and mapping, and then in other areas as time permits. We are constantly searching for licensed, qualified people. We compete with surrounding counties, towns, service authorities. And so we try to maintain a compensation program that is competitive with those surrounding jurisdictions. This budget funds also include a 5% cost of living adjustment for both our full and part-time positions. So again, if you comply with the RA requirements, we're recommending and asking that the board adopt this budget today.
Okay, any questions, comments on the budget as proposed?
I think I got a couple questions. Number one is, have we looked at, we hiring 4 employees, is it cheaper to pay the overtime or hire 4 employees? Or do we need the 4 employees?
We're gonna need the 4 employees.
Okay, and then I see a cost of living raise 5%. That's pretty steep. Have we done any kind of survey to see if we're playing competitive to what everybody else is, or we're close to them?
We're reasonably close. We still lose people to the Northern Virginia area. We don't compete with them whatsoever. We have lost water plant operators from that particular plant in Northern Virginia actually many, many times. And so the only way we can stay competitive is to be competitive with our wages. We look at CPI, which right now is running around 3 or 3.5%, and we're recommending a little bit above that in order to be competitive.
So this actually works out to be a little more than 5% by the time you pay the VRS and the taxes and whatever.
Well, it's a 5% monetary increase to them. Taxes all will be done according to however the tax tables are set for the year. But yes, I mean, it doesn't affect their other benefits.
Last time you had cost of living increase was when?
Last year.
Last year?
Yes, sir.
And how much was that?
You recall? 4% last year, he said.
And what calculation did you use to come up with 5 this year?
We looked at the CPI, and then we added a little over 1% to that as just a factor for competition. We also looked, I think, at some of the surrounding towns and counties, and they were generally between 4 and 5%. It looked like in their fiscal year this year too.
So roughly, what does a water plant operator get these days on average?
Class 3 is around $25 an hour. Class 2 is a couple dollars an hour more than that. And class 1 is about $29 or $30 an hour to start.
probably in the $80,000-$90,000 range?
No, this is not gonna be that high. This will be probably in the, $30 to $35 an hour to begin with. It's an engineering technician's position. We're not looking for a two-way engineer at this point for that.
Yeah, I think it's, right, you gotta do what you can to stay competitive right now, obviously. Especially that the end line is close enough to Northern Virginia, as you just said, you know, it's easy to lose people to Northern Virginia, so I think we need to do what we can to try to keep it on those good people.
We would like to, and to be able to attract people.
Tim, just remind me of this, I think I know the answer, but these are, the positions of this type are paid for by the rate users of that facility, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry, I did, the engineer, I forget how you put it, the engineer, the technician.
Yes.
Where is that gonna be used?
Primarily working with GIS work to begin with. His cost or her cost, whichever it happens to be, will be apportioned out over different areas depending on what exactly they're working on.
So that position is the central office
Yes.
position. The other three positions are.
At the Wilderness Water Treatment Plant.
Eastern Orange.
Yes, sir.
And those positions are figured into the recent rate increase is.
Yes. Yes.
I know that, I've spent 30 years swallowing hard when we talk about increasing local cost, hiring employees, additional pay, but I think it's fair to say RSA has always run a very lean operation, perhaps to the point of being a little bit too lean at times, and it's one of the things that we learned with this event back several months ago is that we really need a few more hands on deck to be sure that just be as sure as we can that this type of thing isn't repeated, and that, you know, you're even if hopefully this is not repeated, we know something's gonna happen somewhere along the line. There's gonna be something bad that happens, and we need people to be able to deal with it. Are there any further questions or comments about the budget?
Move be approved.
A motion has been made to approve the budgets as presented. Budget as presented. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Chairman, I have a comment before we move.
Sure.
I look at the budget and I see the budget looking okay to me, except for I can't support the 5%.
Is there any further comments or discussion?
I'd say the 5% might be a little high too, but given the fact the last few years and the inflation rate, I think it takes 5% just to break even for a lot of people, so I would support it this year, but I would take a part look next year as far as what any other cost of living adjustment would be.
Okay. Noted.
Okay, if there's no further discussion, Tim, want to do a roll call on this?
Yes, sir. Coppedge,
Aye.
Elliott,
Nay?
Johnson,
Aye.
Marshall.
Aye.
Okay, so the 25 budget passes 3-1 with one absence. Okay, next up, we've got the meeting schedule for 2025.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that's the meeting schedule we put together. You will see the June meeting, which is scheduled to be in Madison, has to be moved to Wednesday due to a holiday on that Thursday. But other than that, we wanted to bring this to you, to let the board consider adopting this as next year's meeting schedule.
Does anyone have any issues with this meeting schedule?
Just something needs to be approved, it's just an announcement.
Last year, you actually approved it. Last year, we actually approved it. The first time we'd actually brought you the year's schedule in advance. Last year, the board did approve it. I don't know that it has to be.
I think it's a good idea, because if there are any issues with the notice, you have given notice by adopting it and making it public, so your calendar's set. And there's not necessarily a requirement that you have to have notice for every regular meeting. So this just gives you some solidity there in case there's a notice issue. So I would recommend that.
You didn't put the time on here, but I'm assuming the intended time is 2 o'clock.
I apologize, sir. Yes, the continued time is 2 o'clock on each of these days.
So we'll make that, suggest that we make that part of the
Okay.
motion is that we are talking about 2 o'clock.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that the schedule be approved and changing it to where it says 2 o'clock.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. GFOA 2023 award.
The next item on page 13 is just that, it's the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting, presented to RSA for its annual comprehensive financial report for the year ending December 31st, 2023. This is actually the 40th consecutive year that RSA has gotten this, but we just wanted to make the board aware of it, that we had obtained this again this year. And we hope we do so in 2024. That's just informational.
All right, general manager report.
Very briefly, the last thing in your agenda package this year is our financial statement through November. We consider we're still okay, particularly with the availability fees and some of the interest income that have come in. The rate adjustments that we're proposing will certainly improve this picture next year, we hope. I did want to remind the board that the public hearings for rates is set for January, Monday, January 6th at 6:30 will be for Route 15 at the Orange County Public Service Building. That same evening at 6:30 at 7:15 will be for Route 20 at the Orange County Public Service Building. On Wednesday, January 8th will be the public hearing for the Locust Grove area. That will be at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Locust Grove Middle School. And on Thursday, January 9th, we'll be here in Madison in this building, this room, at 7 o'clock for the rate hearing here in Madison. I do want to remind the board that next month, January 2025, includes officer elections for 2025. I did want to extend a thank you from your staff for the bonus you approved for them at the last meeting. Remind you that financial disclosure forms are at the back of the room if you would pick those up before you leave today, and you can just return those to me at the January meeting. Along with that financial disclosure form, please pick up the package in the box back there for each of the board members as you leave the room today. Your staff would like to wish each of you a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. And I would like to personally thank this board for your involvement with RSA this past year and your support of both RSA and the staff throughout the year. That would conclude my report, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, attorney report.
Thank you. Nothing to add beyond what's been presented and what might be discussed in the closed meeting.
Okay, and closed session.
We do, and I'll go ahead and read the motion and resolution for that. Motion to enter into closed session at the regular meeting of the Board of Members of the Rapidan Service Authority on December 19th, 2024. I move that the Board of Members of the Rapidan Service Authority enter into closed session to discuss the following matter pursuant to Virginia Code Sections 2.2-3711, parentheses A, parentheses 7 and 8 respectively, consultation with legal counsel for number 1 pertaining to probable litigation where such consultation in open meeting would adversely affect the negotiating posture of Rapidan Service Authority, and 2, regarding specific legal matters related thereto requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel. We do need a motion and a second for that.
Okay, we'll make a motion.
So moved.